The Egyptian Minister of Culture, Ahmed Fouad, has announced that a free admission to all artistic and national museums affiliated with the Ministry of Culture for the public in a celebration of the International Museums Day, which falls on May 18th every year. Minister Ahmed Fouad stated museums are encapsulars of the nation's memory and a vibrant space for the interaction of generations with their heritage and identity. Our celebration of International Museum Day is an open invitation to all the public, especially young people, to discover the artistic and knowledge treasure that these cultural institutions hold. And to shed more light about this topic, I'm so delighted to be accompanied over the phone by Dr. Mohamed Hussien, Director of Sharm el-Sheikh Museum. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Happy National Museum Day. Happy International Museum Day.
First, I would like to start by expressing my deepest thanks and appreciation for hosting me in this fruitful program, and I'm sure that it will be a wonderful opportunity to talk about International Museum Day.
It's our pleasure, sir.
Yeah.
Well, so, first of all, we need to know what is the International Museums Day, and for knowledge for the audience, and what is the theme of this year?
Perfect. On May 18 each year, World Museum Day shed spotlight on the role of museums and how they play in community development. This year we have a title called The Future of Museums in Rapidly Changing Communities. This will be focused on how museums contribute to a world experiencing diverse social, technological, and environmental transformation.
Well, Doctor, how can museums become more inclusive and accessible to all people?
Really, we have activities. If we have a lot of activities and engage or community engagement, we can be access or will have access with engagement of the community around us. But let me talk first about how museums, they are not just places for preservation like they all consider, but I think now museums actively participate in shaping the sustainable communities. I think this year, from the title, The Future of Museums and Rapidly Changing Communities, we align with, I think, 2 or 3 sustainable development goals, because we know that sustainability it's a big issue now. So I think we are aligning with the goal 8 about talking about providing jobs opportunities. And I think the goal 9 and the goal 11, for me, I think the most important one will be goal 9, because it's about technological advancement and innovative and improved accessibility in museums. For that reason, Sharm el-Sheikh Museum and the museums take action for that, and we have a lot of activities, especially Sharm el-Sheikh Museum, because we have a magnificent city and a magnificent community. So we already organized and we have already some activities. If you'd like to talk about that, okay.
So, of course, the Sharm el-Sheikh Museum is a very important one, too. We are so lucky that we have lots of museums that really shows the great civilization of the Egyptians. And how this also can be like a day in a year that can also attract tourists and be such an attracting point, also the activities, as you said.
Yeah. I will talk about Sharm el-Sheikh Museum because I am the director. So we held some projects, and really it's initiatives, projects, because I will talk first about a sustainable visual design project. In Sharm el-Sheikh Museum, we announced about a sustainable visual design project aimed to transforming our exhibits and the practice which we held with community into a dynamic and fluid format that implies the flexibility and the change. I think this design of this project will be based on visual materials outlined by ICOM, International Council of Museums, and this was the first project. The second one talking about digital initiative to measure community awareness of the museum's role. It was like a survey It was held in Arabic, English, and Russian and Italian languages, and this aimed to broaden accessibility and enable as many individuals to be possible to participate in our dialogue or our scenario of our exhibition. We have an interactive 3D model. It was virtual reality application, and this was in collaboration with the College of Arts and Design at King Salman University in Sharm el-Sheikh, the program of graphic design program. And we had an interactive 3D model and the virtual reality application to showcase our artifacts in Sharm el-Sheikh Museum in innovative ways, and this will be allow us to live with artifacts in history as they lived in that time. And we have chosen the Goddess Hathor. Goddess Hathor was the turquoise lady or the Nibet of Muscat. It was the protector of workers who working in the mine of turquoise. We have chosen the Goddess Hathor especially because it has rare artifacts among our collections, and because of her historical significance to be the 3D model in our application. Also, we have a unique digital exhibition, and it's the first time to do that by this way. That this exhibition, digital exhibition, aims to document the evaluation of tools and the methods for recording artifacts which they used in the past. And we have chosen the writer Badi Amon, called Badi Amon, one of the museum's unique collections in our museum, which we have discovered in Karnak in 1003. And this will provide us an interactive and immersive experience for visitors. And finally, in that project, we will display 3D images of the writer Badi Amon.
Well, Dr.
Okay.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. Lastly, we have an interactive art piece, and this is the magnificent piece or art piece. We have we embodied the magnificence of human heritage through this created with sustainable materials, because we know that ancient Egypt and the ancient Egyptians they used sustainable materials. For that reason, we try to show or illustrate the techniques of artifacts production using environmental materials such as recycled wood, natural colors, pottery, stones, and linen. I think we try to send a message for all who come to our museum that the Egyptians or ancient Egyptians go in sustainability and know sustainability before 3,000 years or 4,000 years ago.
Dr. Mohamed, also, you said something very important, that is, such museums are an educational museums also when it comes to history and other stuff, and indulging lots of categories when it comes to children or adults or elderly or any age. I mean, participating in such activities, I think can be an addition, and can this also innovate a kind of curiosity for Egyptian people to know more, and for non-Egyptian people to know more also. Also have the importance of the participation of different museums, or all the museums when it comes to each governorate in Egypt. How is it important the same day all participating in each governorate?
Yeah, and if we talk about our governorate in South Sinai, we will talk a lot about the support of our governorate for our museum. And we have, I can say, different community, because we have several families here already married to foreign people. So we have mixed children from a lot of countries like Russian, Italian, and Egyptian. So we have a mixed communities. For that reason, when we try to make activities or engagement with our community, we put in considering all that reason to have activities suitable or such as activities suitable for all this kind of families. And really, I can assure that we try to find a lot of sustainable activities, more than we already held it. But we have a big issue called Sharm el-Sheikh City, and we know that. For that reason, we try to put ourselves in the right way. And let me ask you, have you been in Sharm el-Sheikh Museum before?
Pardon?
Have you been in Sharm el-Sheikh Museum before?
The museum in Sharm el-Sheikh?
Yes.
Not yet, I'm sorry. But now now I'm eager to know more about it, because I think I visited one. I wanted to visit one, but it was closed.
Really, I assure, and really, you have an invitation to
I'm
visit
sure
our
it's going to be
museum.
totally different.
Yeah, I assure that you will have a good experience and really adventure. Or you will not an adventure like that, because we have daily life and civilization hall. So you will find several things to see in our museum, especially the daily life and wildlife hall. It's about 5,200 artifacts.
Well, I was lucky enough to see some of the museums all over the Governorate, Luxor, Aswan, Egypt, of course, the Grand Egyptian Museums, which is going to be a big event awaited by not only the Egyptians, but the whole world.
So waiting you all to visit us soon.
Yes, yes, Dr. Mohamed, of course, this is a very, and of course the initiative by Dr. Ahmed Fuad Hannu, it's such a great and touchy initiative, because he wanted to promote more for such history and for such civilization when it comes to every single age.
Yes, because for that reason, today we have I would like to say a good occasion to visit museums, because we have free entrance for Egyptian visitors today. And for Sharm el-Sheikh Museum, we have different times, because we have 2 times. We open 2 times, morning from 9 or from 10 to 1 p.m. And we have afternoon, we'll start from 5 to 11. So we still have the chance to accept and we see another visitors till now. And I think here in Sharm el-Sheikh Museum, in the morning we have seen a large turnout of visitors, and we're still waiting a lot. And we held some activities for them, and our curators offered free guided tours for them while exploring the museum collections and explaining the exhibition scenario.
And again, I think it's a very brilliant idea, because some tourists, they would love to go to Sharm el-Sheikh, of course, to be by the sea and such so on. And we have this kind of tourism, but again, they can find something very interesting and to get introduced to in the same trip.
Yeah. Anyway, really, I say always for all Egyptians who visit Sharm el-Sheikh City, if you visit Sharm el-Sheikh City, you have a cultural destination called Sharm el-Sheikh Museum. You have to visit it, because I think it's for Egyptian pounds, it's nothing else. So you can visit it with all your family, and you will find all what you need. You will find activities for your children. You will find a magnificent scenario and a magnificent artifacts collected from all storages and the museums from Egypt from about 4 years ago. And we're still waiting to increase our visitors in the future.
Well, it will be increased on addition of me, of course. This is very encouraging to visit such a museum. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohamed Hussien, the director of Sharm el-Sheikh Museum. And of course, this will be on my top list, wish list, and of course, I'm going to do it somehow. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we came to the end of this episode, but promise to be back with another colleague. Until then, best regards from me, Shuruk Bakir.